Welcome to LIS 214, Oral Information and Indigenous Knowledge Systems. Study Session 1, Oral Information. Introduction. I am very sure you learned that it is very difficult to give a universal definition of information in your first year courses like LIS 115 and LIS 103. First, the definitions differ across categories of disciplines and people. Even then, within a particular category, there is often a need to differentiate between the variant forms such as oral, audio, textual, and numeric information. In this study, you will learn about oral information, its presentation and delivery. Learning outcomes. 1. Explain the concept of oral information and recognize its related categories. 2. Explain the concept of oral presentation. And 3. Discuss the organization of oral presentation. Oral information. The word information can be defined from several points of view. However, the point of view that is relevant to us in this course is that of uncertainty. Thus, we can define information as that phenomenon that enhances our understanding of a subject matter or helps to an extent to resolve an uncertainty about the subject matter. Oral information is information that is spoken, not written. For example, information that is obtained from an oral interview recorded on an audio tape is oral information. Related categories of oral information include oral presentation, oral history, oral tradition, oral culture, oral literature, oral document, oral examination, oral interview, myth, and legend. An oral presentation is generally a speech or vocal performance, occasionally accompanied by visually based presentations such as slide show. Oral presentation is where you show your knowledge on a particular subject. You might have been able to choose your topic or might have been given something to research and talk about to an audience or tutor. It sometimes helps to make note cards to keep your talk on topic, but try to avoid writing down a speech of everything you are going to say. This makes it a little dull and you can't really talk properly to your audience. It might be a good idea to end your oral presentation by allowing your audience to ask you questions on your subject, but make sure you are prepared to answer them. Making a good oral presentation is an art that involves attention to the needs of your audience, careful planning, and attention to delivery. Organization of oral presentation. The introduction. An introduction is a must. It sets the scene and engages the audience by motivating them to listen by relating the topic to their interests. The simplest introduction that entails merely letting the audience know who you are and what your presentation is going to be about is inadequate for most audiences, topics, and assignments. Although a well-crafted introduction should be succinct, clearly expressed in a few words, it should provide the audience with several pieces of information such as 1. Who you are and an accurate pronunciation of your name. 2. Your qualifications to speak about the subject. 3. The type of presentation, that is, informational, instructional, problem solving, and so on. 4. Background information as needed. 5. Your thesis. 6. A preview of the main ideas to be covered in the body. 7. The procedures to be followed during the presentation. The purpose of an introduction is to quickly build rapport with your audience and gain their attention. You want the audience to be able to easily follow your thought process as you lead them into the body of the presentation. The body. The main part of the presentation is the body. The body must expound, explain, support, and defend the thesis revealed in the introduction. All main points must be covered. Use examples and illustrations for statements that are difficult for the audience to understand. Graphics, illustrations, and other visual aids not only help to clarify your message, but also add color and credibility. The conclusion. The presentation should conclude with a well-planned ending. The following 4 points should be considered as you plan your ending. Summary. A clear summary of your purpose and main point will ensure that the audience gets the big picture. It should answer the question, so what? Telling the audience what was important about the information you conveyed. Use the same keywords used in the body and make a fresh, brief, and concise restatement of your case. Emotional response. If your speech is designed to arouse an emotional reaction, plan to make a strong appeal in the conclusion. Recommendations. If your presentation includes a recommendation, particularly one requiring action on the part of the audience, state it clearly as part of your ending. Plan the precise words you will use in your recommendation. Let your audience know exactly what you want them to do. Exit line. Do not flounder at the end. Ensure you end your presentation on a positive note. Plan and memorize the ending statement, then use it. Summary of study session. In this study session 1, you have learned that 1. Oral information is information that is spoken, not written. A closely related category is an oral presentation, which consists of 3 main parts, namely introduction, body, and conclusion. 2. The delivery of an oral presentation is an art that requires careful planning and good communication skills. This is the end of study session 1. Thank you.